Hello everyone, Salam alaikum, I hope you're all doing well. It's been a really long while. Thank you so much for taking the time to watching my video. It's been a really long while since I've done these. Uh, like a really long while, like more than a month or something. Because things have been hectic for like the past month and such. I barely got a chance to draw or anything. So now things are somewhat calming down. So yeah, I've been, as you can tell, I not in the most cheer mood. I'm like tired. It's been a really long time since I've drawn, but oh well. You could see me make a fool of myself, like live. I think live recorded or whatever. Uh, it's been it's been a really long while since I recorded, and I'm recording this on a Thursday night. I don't know what to call it, like a Thursday night. It's like 1:20 a.m. It's like Friday or something. Whatever, time is weird. Anyway, so you're going to be seeing me do one of my uh, Super Crown Abomination drawings, and today's chosen person is copy image this solo Dragonox, whatever, the dude from Ring Fit Adventure. Uh-oh. Uh, how long have I been out? Oh boy, yeah. I've been out for like a really long while, huh? Oh boy. Um, I forgot that this is one of those situations. I wonder if I could, let me just give me a moment so that I can just make sure that the recording doesn't turn off by itself. Uh, I hope Hover still is one of those games where you could just play it for a fairly long while. I'll make sure to put the names of the songs that I play. I'm doing this just in hopes that wait, is the audio being recorded? I don't know. Uh I hope so because it just stops by itself. I seriously don't know why it stops by itself. Maybe it was a good idea to turn this on anyway. Anyway, this is going not as well as I planned. We already like 5 minutes in. I haven't started drawing. I might have to keep like a really good eye on the anyway, that's the name of the song if you're wondering. uh anyway, so when it comes to drawing these things, I tend to keep it loose and I don't really pay much attention to the overall detail. Um, when I started drawing, I used to get very concerned when it comes to the details and how much of a pose should I pay attention on. After watching like a lot of Bob Ross videos, I just realized like, just in the end, just to have fun. So, um, if you notice how muscular he is, we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna create like a pose that like matches that. again, I think it's like the first time I draw a fairly muscular character. So I think what I'm going to do is let me just keep it light. I know the head's gonna be different, but you know we're gonna be applying a lot of changes to the size. This is just a rough sketch, so we're gonna apply the S like that. And obviously now I have to reduce the size. Thank God for technology for digital drawing, because when it comes to like traditional drawing, even though I prefer traditional drawing, but digital drawing allows me to make mistakes like these. So this is gonna be like the pose. Drawing poses in an S kind of helps you understand things because it kind of gives you like the fundamental idea of how things look. So you can already understand from from this pose immediately how it's going to look in the end. So you can already guess like, oh, they're going to be kneeling down, and so if this at this point just a choice of that, and then just and then like this. So and then uh, and then something like that. So like I can say like the arm's gonna be like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like that, and then like that. Basically, this is just gonna be the foundation of how things will look. This isn't like the final thing. When I do these artworks, when I do these sorts of things, um, I usually do them by layers or steps. This is the first step. Let me just check on the audio and everything. Okay, so this is like the first step, which is the concept phase. The concept phase. So if you look at how, in comparison, this is how it's going to be roughly. This isn't like the final pose. This is like the idea to make sure that the final drawing follows this foundation. When it comes to drawing, you sort of need to have an important foundation. When I say foundation, something to build upon. So like right now, this is how the pose is going to look like initially, but maybe in the end it's going to look different. But we're going to be using this pose as an initial basis. Just give me a moment. Remember to have a bottle of water with you. Stay hydrated. It's kind of important to drink water and stuff. So the next step is obviously you can notice that the head is different. So this guy has no neck. If you look closely, if you look closely, let me just do like this. If you look closely, he has no neck, or maybe from this angle he doesn't have a neck, or he has a very small neck. But in the end, no neck for this guy, and it's mostly like oval shaped. So like this. So yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing is like so. So we're gonna be fusing a human face with a face of that. So let me just check on something. If I'm gonna be applying the crown, let me just do like that because oh yeah, I'm gonna be showing you some other tricks too. Let me just make sure. It's kind of important when it comes to drawing. It's kind of important to learn how to draw circles. Like it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, you just have to learn how to draw them, because a lot of the times you kind of need to have a perfect you kind of need to learn how to draw a circle properly. You could either like take the chance of one go, sometimes you do connected, or you could just sketch it by line, and you get something like this, and then you could just continue on. When I say it's important to learn how to draw circles, because circular shapes or oval shapes some will be dependent on will help you understand how to draw your foundations, because when you draw like the body, the head, and then the body, and then the part that connects the legs, and then you have the knees, and then you have other stuff. So it's kind of important. So now we have this oval shape that's going. This is basically the combination of the Peach's head combined with this guy's head. So we're going to be. This is going to be weird because this guy's head is fairly strange. He has the horns. That means we're going to eventually have to reduce the size of this. Anyway, let me just make sure on the recording we're doing good. Yep. So this guy has horns coming off of his head, which goes like this. And then the other one goes like also this. So that means the crown is going to be sitting around here. And then, yeah, we're going to continue drawing the crown once we draw the rest of the body. Okay, so this is the eyes, this is going to be the mouth, and this is going to be the chin, the mouth. Let me just adjust, let me just see. Yeah, if you look at it, his nose is fairly close to his eyes in comparison to his mouth, so we're gonna draw it like this. We're not gonna worry about how close we can draw or how realistic. Honestly, when it comes to these things, realism, whatever. Realism is just thrown out of the window. So, since we established that this guy doesn't have a neck, we can just draw it like this. And the fact that he has muscles helps us greatly when we start putting in the details. You'll know why when we start to slowly put in the details. So we're going to put in here so that we know this is the central part of the body, and then we're going to draw like this. Okay, when did it get cut off? Oh no. This is one of the problems I have. Uh, it, I should have paid more attention, seriously. When did I stop? Oh lord, this is gonna get confusing. Anyway, this is something we have to work with later. Let me just save. Okay, so I don't know which point that I stopped, but it looks like that, yeah, I have repeated a lot of things, but it's kind of important because right now I know what I'm going to draw. So now remember this foundation layer that I talked about? I can just remove it, and then we can just continue on with this layer. I don't know if I was hurt. Uh-oh. Oh god. No. Please? Uh-oh. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. And this one? Good. Okay, good. Let me just save again. Uh, like what I said before or have not been heard, when it comes to drawing these things, try to avoid drawing straight lines unless you're doing something for the face because that itself helps. Um, that itself helps, but when it comes to like drawing the limbs, legs, and stuff, try to avoid drawing straight lines because it kind of gives when you draw curved lines like these, it kind of gives a sense of naturality, or it's like it's not artificial. I don't know. I've gotten used to drawing like curved lines because I can't draw straight lines no matter how hard I try. Um, okay, so now we have established that yeah, we need to reduce the size of this. so that we can accommodate adding the super crowns. So now we're going to make sure that they're sufficiently small. Okay, great. So let me just check again. We wait. Okay, great. So now we can go back to this. Since we have the, we're not, we're going to draw over these lines to make sure that the super crown is accommodated. So now we're going to draw up the the four prongs. Since we're looking at it at an angle, I'm looking at the audio recording to make sure that it doesn't get silenced. And then we're going to draw the eyes. Sometimes I draw the eyes, sometimes I don't. And then we draw this part, and then we draw the additional part, which is the rim. Okay, so now it has been accommodated. We can look at the horns again, and then we can confirm that it's drawn like this. It has like these lines. Okay, so now we can slowly start adding in the details. Let me just check on the audio recording again to make sure that, I'm still being heard and I'm not talking to myself. Technically, I am talking to myself. I mean, I don't know. It gets weird at that point. Okay, so now is the fun part. Now we can slowly start adding in the muscle part. Like I said, I draw in I draw in layers and such. So now we can start drawing the eyes. Also, I don't like to use dark black. It kind of feels fake when I use like complete black. I like to use like dark gray or something. It kind of feels more natural that way. So now if we notice, this guy has really small eyes. So now we just need to draw something like that. We don't need to go much detail about it. He has no eyebrows. Literally has no eyebrows. We can just go Super Saiyan 4 with this and just like that, I guess. Let me just make sure. Yep, okay. So, and how about his nose? Not much of a nose, actually. So I guess like this would be sufficient, actually. And then like so. I learned a trick that when it comes to drawing eyes, I draw the eye that I'm not good at first and then draw the other eye. Like I'm good at drawing left eyes and then right eyes, but if I try to draw but if I started drawing with the left eye and then with the right eye wouldn't be as good as the left eye. So I start drawing the left eye and then with the right eye so that the so that at least they're somewhat comparable. And then he has a big mouth, yeah. So like the mouth would reach around here, so and then there's that pretty face. And then we just add the teeth or teeth. And then we can just continue on. And I think the horns would be around here. Let me just check. Okay, good. I thought I got mute for a moment. We're gonna make them a tad bit sharp, and then we're gonna add this part, and then we're gonna add that. There's a very good chance that this video is gonna come out like what, Saturday or whatever day I'm actively editing this. I don't edit my videos immediately. I just like give it a day or something. Anyway, so now we're just gonna do like this and this. And then the other horn, like so. Okay, so now that we have drawn the face relatively, we're going to be adding the hair soon, but we're going to make it like a final thing. So, like I said, this part is kind of important. Why? Because we have the muscle structure and the dress structure. So, we're going to, since he has that, we're going to give him the, uh, what was it? The Super Mario Sunshine dress. So, we're going to be doing like so. Since he literally has no neck, we could just draw it like this. And then we're going to add the chest. And then, as with every dress, they have like the tassel. I'm not sure what it's called. So let me just check. We're going to, I don't, it's gonna take a while to look up all the Ring Fit Adventure signs and everything, so I'm just going to draw a generic ring at the middle, and then we're going to add the tassel like that. And before we can continue on with this, let's just continue on with this. Since the hand is literally large, uh, let's just do like this. And then we're going to be drawing like a massive fist, like I said, that's bigger than his head. And then comically large muscles. And then we're going to continue it like this because he's wearing a glove. Then continue it like so. And now, hopefully, I got the muscle structure correct. I hope so. And then we're going to continue on like so. And then like this. And then we're going to do it like, wait, let me just make sure. Okay, so we're going to draw it like this. It's kind of important to understand how muscle structure works, so that you could sometimes go crazy with how you want to draw the person. So, and then we're going to draw the... So this is why sometimes you need to have an idea of what you're drawing, so because you get moments like these where you have to draw uh, things that overlaps other things, but we're making up things as we go on. So we're gonna keep the other arm for later. We're gonna maybe since they're like kneeling down, maybe we're gonna have them like so, like this. Yeah, maybe like this, like haha. Yeah, okay, that'll work. And then uh okay, since they're wearing a dress, we're gonna go like this. And then what sucks? Wait, yeah, since they're like, we're gonna make sure that the dress really shows their bulging muscles. So like gonna like go like this, and then we're gonna make it like so, and then it tapers above the leg, and then like so, and then we're gonna go make it go up over here, and then up over there, and then it just continues on. It's a mess, but sometimes mess is just expected. You know, I can't always expect to draw things perfectly. And then we're going to draw the legs like so. Oh right, yeah, they're going to be wearing the heels, so we're going to make them wear the heels. The heels shouldn't be really perfect. Like I said, I'm not expecting to draw something perfect here. If you're coming here expecting me to draw something pretty, I suggest you go watch somebody else who knows what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time when I draw these. I just go in head first, and I'm like, yep, this is how it's gonna come out. And since we now know what we're gonna do here, we're gonna draw the arms like so. And we have to make sure that that the hand itself is like really large, comically large, and then the muscles, and yeah, we'll just remove that. Excellent, good, good stuff. Okay, so now we're going to do is we're going to reduce the clarity of this. And then we're going to add this. This is the final layer, or somewhat of the final layer, where I do the inking and just do extra stuff if needed. And then that's it. I'm just going to call it there. So, when it comes to that, I just go here and then use a G pen and set the stabilization to 36 because I do not have stable hands whatsoever. And since this is the thing that is most apparent, just make sure like that. Before that, let me just drink water. Okay, nice. Okay, so I start off with the thing that would be the most forefront of all the drawing, and in this case it's the arm. So we're going to be drawing nice and easy. I set it to small size, so I set the ink size to 36 or whatever suits the situation. In this case it is a 20, and then just like that. It kind of sucks that even with this much stabilization, my hand, the shakiness of my hand shows. It wasn't like that before, but long periods of not drawing kind of has an effect on your ability to draw. Anyway, and then we're going to continue on over here. No, no, no. And then like that. And then we're going to continue, and before we continue on here, we're going to go over here, and since the next thing is going to be the horns, we're going to draw it like so. We're going to draw like this, and then like this, and then we're going to take this part. I'm not gonna worry about open areas since I don't usually color these. Maybe I would go as to ink shade them, but no. I usually just do the line art and then just call it a day from there. And then just do the circles like so. And then we're going to add the padding on the head, which is comically large actually. I'm happy that I'm able to do these in like 30 minutes or something. Before, it used to take me like an hour. But now I can just do these in 30 minutes, which is nice actually, because that means I can slowly start to try other things like add details and everything. And then the forehead. And then the eyes. We're not going to add much detail, we'll just make sure that, we know that they're looking at us. And then like that. I really need to learn how to draw eyes. It just gets annoying when the left one is just better than the right one, or the right one is better than the left one. And then we're going to draw this part. And then like so. The nose. And then we're going to draw the teeth first. So we're going to do this. Let's just do like this first. Yeah, okay, so then this up here. We're not going to continue on because I want to add the hair, but first we're going to add the lips, and then down there, and then from there we can start adding the hair. I like to add the hair because one, it acts like a buffer of details I don't need to add, which is nice because artists cheat. I mean, people gasp like, but yeah, in the end, artists use like tricks and stuff to cheat on like maybe not adding details or something. But yeah, artists have different ways of like cheating or maybe reducing the time of doing something, like using 3D models to add to the detail, or what was it? Using a Artists use different ways of reducing the amount of time needed to draw something. So like right now, me adding the hair, reduces the requirement for me to add details to the other arm, so that you already know. You can see the forearm and then you can see the hair, so you can already make the connection. Wait, let me just do this first lightly. Let me just show you. Let me just add 2 lines. So now, when all this is done, you can already tell that there's like an arm, that there's like, you could see the arm and then you could see the forearm without the behind the hair. It's sort of like the brain completes the detail. I like to use hair other aside from like in a way to cheat my way of not adding details. Shh, don't tell anyone about this. It's our secret. So let me just show you this part that I don't know what to do. I could just simply choose a part and I'm like, hey, okay, the hair extends like that, and then extends like this. Let me just do this. Wait. And let me just add the arm over, the hand over here. I can draw these fingers comically large because his hand is comically large. And then like that. And then we're going to continue on over here. So, I can just erase this part gently. Okay, let me just check. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so now that I have added that much detail, I can just, add this part. And I don't have to draw the entire chest or that part of the arm. It's sort of like you're thinking it's like, okay, then what's the point? You're still going to have to draw the entire arm or something. Sometimes saving yourself from drawing a couple of lines of the arm still helps, because sometimes you can just use the lines for other stuff. Like if I had better placement, I would have known what to do with this shoulder. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. If I lower the shoulder, that's good. Yep. So adding the hair allowed me to not need to add details to the shoulder and details to this and some adjustments. And sometimes you don't always have to cheat. Not like I'm saying like, oh, constantly cheat. You still have to use skill to draw, but you could still add some things to reduce the amount of effort needed. Sometimes uh, artists, strategically place things to reduce the amount of things needed for them to draw things. Like, I don't know. I read a lot of that in like how to draw manga books or how to ink things, where like you could just find ways of reducing the need to draw stuff. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes you don't have to draw the entire thing. Sometimes you can just use stuff to place in front of and then just you know reduce the amount of time needed to draw something. I feel like I'm talking nonsense. I hope I'm making sense, or at least you're getting what I mean. Oddly enough, this is turning out better than I thought. I thought I was really gonna draw it horribly, but no, it turns out good. Oh well. I mean, considering that I haven't drawn like in a really long time, this is going out well. This is turning out fairly well. Ah, I'm not surprised that people don't like these things that I draw. Like when I posted one of these Supercrown abominations in my Instagram account, people followed me, and then like after a short while, people unfollowed me. Nah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Not a lot. These sorts of drawings isn't really a lot of people's cup of tea. And I think we're done. Yeah, these sorts of things isn't really what people are after. Like, people like very pretty stuff. I don't draw pretty. I don't. I tend to avoid drawing pretty stuff because I like to draw these. I don't have to worry about the placement of the lips, the chest, how big it is, or if I'm drawing something pretty. I could just draw something and I'm just gonna be happy with it in the end, like this one. I'm happy with this. I'm happy how it turned out. So, yeah, I like how it is. Despite the fact that I haven't drawn in such a long time, this is good. I like how it turned out. But yeah, what I draw isn't really a lot of people's cup of tea. Also, I got the guy's name wrong. It's Draga, whatever. Anyway, let me just check if the recording if it's still recording my voice. Okay, let me just check on the spelling and then we could just say some last words and then just end it from there. And okay, good. And then just sign over here. No, I need it to be smaller. I don't need to go that hard. Anyway, like that. Okay, that's it. We're good. We're done. Thank you so much for watching me draw this abomination. Let me just save and then export it. Let me just check. Uh, yeah, okay, good. Yes. Uh, closing words. My closing words would be that drawing shouldn't stress you out. You should draw what you enjoy. Don't really pay much attention to the mistakes. Like I made a lot of mistakes here. I'm pretty sure that there's like a lot of mistakes that would irk a lot of people, but I enjoy this. I enjoy drawing these. Like if I were to attempt to draw a pretty person or a pretty character or anything, I would get stressed out because I would be concerned because I would be concerned like oh have if I draw like this and then I did the eyes, did I draw the eyes correctly? Or maybe like oh no, it's like if I draw the lips and then I finish drawing the lips, I'll be like wait, did I draw the lips correctly? Or maybe if I draw the hands and then I'll be like okay, did I draw that? Oh no, no, no. My thought process would be more focused on the smaller things instead of like the bigger things, like the final drawing. Because when it comes to these drawings, I don't have to worry about any of these. I just enjoy drawing them. I just think of the pose, look at the character. I'll be like, good, okay, this is what we're gonna go for. Yes, start. No need to think about like the minor details. The only time I'll think about the minor details is when I'm done with the drawing and then just make some simple adjustments. But but something like this is just fun to me. I enjoy drawing these. I enjoy like drawing stupid crap or weird drawing or bizarre drawing that would cause people to unfollow me or unsub. I'm okay with that. That's expected. I expect something like this to happen. You know, I'm sure other people, when they draw something and then they lose subscribers or something, it would be painful to them. But to me, I kind of gave up trying to get subscribers or get people to follow me because when I draw things like these, or whenever you see my tweets of these horrible drawings, it's kind of expected that people would unfollow me because when people see the super crown and this part especially, they would expect like oh super pretty or super curvaceous or pretty characters, not this. I'm pretty sure if a competent artist were to draw this guy in another version, I'm pretty sure they'd be able to pull it off. But for me, I'm happy how this turned out. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. thank you all so much for coming in and watching me do these. I know it's been a really long time since I've done these video. I've done a video a month, but it's still fun. I still got it. I guess. I hope. Anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watching me draw dragauxette or something. Anyway, thank you so much for watching videos. أشوفكم على خير. Bye bye. Remember, people. Damn it. Whatever. Hello? Testing? Okay. Stay classy. Bye bye.